Hello and welcome. This is Benevolent History here, and I'm here to give you a replay, a commentary of a replay on the grassy flatlands. Now, you see here, this is an interesting battle because basically, you can see here a teammate of mine, LuKaS and I, we're basically facing it off against one person, and LuKaS and I are playing as Pontus, and our opponent, who's Total War Rebel recruit, his name is Prophet, and you probably know. He's also in one of my other Total War videos about the 31K battle. Anyhow, LuKaS and I decided basically to um, split the armies between us. Like I take the infantry and the archers. You can see here. I also take a peasant, while LuKaS takes the side chariots. You see, he has 4 of them there. He also takes 2 units of chariot archers, 1 Pontic light cav, 1 Cappadocian cav, and 1 Eastern infantry. Now, LuKaS and I, basically we share 1,500 between us, so I can only spend 7,500. He could spend the same. Um, so yeah, this is interesting. This is pretty interesting to play something like this because Prophet is able to basically what's the word? Prophet is able to spend 1,500, while LuKaS and I spends only half of that. But LuKaS and I will not have to micromanage the whole army, so that's good, I guess. Now, Prophet has an army of 4 militia cav. You can see there, one heavy cataphract unit, 3 units of side chariots. They are upgraded a bit, and let's see, 6 unit of archers. They're probably all gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units of silver shield pikemen. Probably silver upgrades. So at the beginning of the battle, LuKaS does the obvious thing. He sends his chariot archers up to skirmish, essentially, while I just hold back my line and only engage in an archer battle when LuKaS has finished doing damage with his chariot archers. Anyhow, Prophet does a good thing. He sends his militia cav out to skirmish against these chariot archers, and thus his own archers will be pretty much safe. However, the problem with the Prophet's army is the fact that he hasn't gotten enough heavy troops. I mean, if you're gonna be Seleucid against Pontus, you're gonna have to either bring more side chariots, or you're probably gonna have to bring a few more cataphract units. And plus, I personally think that Prophet wasted his money on upgrading side chariots. Yes, these side chariots will be more effective, but the problem is, these side chariots will still be able to run amok very easily, and so basically, side chariots without upgrades will do the job, as well as side chariots with upgrades. Let's see. So you can see I'm basically sending my army up to intimidate Prophet's army, because I don't want Prophet to basically turn to face Julius. I mean LuKaS over here. I want to threaten Prophet's flank here, so that he'll have to contend with me and LuKaS. So see here, LuKaS is trying to send his chariot archers to skirmish, but he's not able to kill any of his archers because Prophet is able to control his light cav pretty well. Because you can see here that Prophet's not allowing any space that LuKaS can use. However, I think Prophet could have done better in conserving his light cav, because he could have placed more of his light cav in loose formation, because you can see here these guys are in tight, and so these guys will die much more quickly. So you can see that Prophet's continuously retreating, and I'm just continuously responding to his moves. I don't want Prophet to gain any breathing space from this. And Prophet's moving his side chariots more, moving his whole entire army more. That basically forces LuKaS to continue moving, pushing forward, and basically LuKaS is not accomplishing anything with these chariot archers. Yes, he got a few kills against these militia cav, but that's to be expected. So you can see here that I basically move on Prophet's flank, and I'm able to get my archers reloading on his archers before Prophet's archers are able to get into position. I fire a few missiles, I kill a few archers. You can see here, like 4 archers on the first volley. Woohoo! Though that's not saying much. Because Prophet's now in archer position, I plan to basically retreat all my troops. During this retreat, I'll lose some archers, but it's only a few. And compared to him, Prophet's lost 4 archers. I think I've lost the same. So basically, there's not really much of a difference about the archer. We basically lost the same amount of archers. So I continuously retreat my men, because I don't want to get into an archer engagement yet. Because you can see here that LuKaS is able to get into firing range against these archers, which is a good thing. However, I think this side chariot looks like this side chariot unit. LuKaS should be very careful with these side chariots, these chariot archers. You can see here now they're just getting flamed, and 3 of them are just bit to dust. And since these chariot archers only have 2 hit points, they're gonna die very, very quickly. So Prophet sends his militia cav charging in, but yeah, LuKas's LuKas's chariot archers are basically, they ran amok. I mean, basically routed, and yeah. Point blank range, fire, and there we go. One of LuKas's chariot archers is totally decimated. Now LuKaS really needs to conserve these guys, because now he only has 1 left. Yeah, Prophet does very well against skirmishing with LuKaS here. Basically, at this point, Prophet didn't lose even 1 unit, and Prophet's easily been able to kill 1 chariot archer. That's a very good victory for him. Now he only has to contend with only 1. I personally think that Prophet should send only 2 units of militia cav out to skirmish while he leaves the other 2 in reserve. Yeah, that's probably better, because so Prophet will be able to have 2 units that are relatively fresh, rather than 4 units that are extremely tired. Because you can see here that Prophet's militia cav are basically all winded and tired at this point. Well, LuKaS over here is pushing forward with all his cav and all his troops here. You can see these Eastern infantry are very tired, exhausted. That's to be expected when they run this far ahead. All these side chariots are fresh, which is good. It's good to keep these guys fresh so that they have better morale. So at this point, I move forward a bit. I actually don't know why I moved up a bit. I think it's to take advantage of the fact that Prophet might have gotten his archers in a bad position, but now Prophet reorganizes his men into a single line, and essentially I'm just going to retreat at this point, because I don't want to get into an archer on archer engagement. Not quite yet. So you can see here these chariot archers in Cantabrian circle. LuKaS stopped. Well, now he's continuously putting them in Cantabrian circle. Personally, well, I can't tell. These guys in Cantabrian circle, I mean, it kind of looks like it. But looks like now that LuKaS is charging his light cav, charging his chariot archers, charging his side chariots in, hoping to do as much damage as possible. It looks like yeah, Prophet was able to respond pretty slowly, not very well against LuKaS' attacking force. I think at this time Prophet was preoccupied in the front here, just sending his archers forward like that. So you can see here LuKaS is preoccupied with over here, and I think LuKaS loses this side chariot unit, I believe. But in response, LuKaS is able to basically kill all of these side chariot units. At the same time, you can see here the Prophet sends his archers forward and attacks mine, but I have to say that Prophet actually flamed some of LuKaS' side chariots, but I was able to tell LuKaS to send these guys back before any real damage was done. So the archer engagement is on. I think I have the advantage here because Prophet was too busy shooting like these side chariot units, and also Prophet's using flame arrows right now while I'm using regular arrows, because flame arrows are more inaccurate than regular arrows, but flame arrows give the morale penalty. Now I can see here that LuKaS' Cappadocian Cav here, his general unit, gets caught by side chariots and gets hit, suffers extreme casualties. Thankfully, LuKaS' general is able to escape with 2 of his men. You can see here, pretty lucky dude. And yeah, at the back you see here that Prophet's militia cav all dead. Prophet only has 1 cataphract, 1 side chariot unit left, while LuKaS basically lost 1 side chariot unit. Basically got his Cappadocian Cav decimated, his chariot archer decimated. So I guess that was a good trade-off for LuKaS, because he was able to only lose 1 side chariot unit while Prophet loses 2 and all his militia cav. Now you can see here that Prophet puts a side chariot unit a bit too close to the archer fight, and that compelled me to move forward some of my archers to shoot flame arrows at these side chariot units. I think I'll do that pretty soon. It doesn't matter because I'm winning the archer fight anyway, so I could send these guys up. It won't be too much of a problem. I can see I'm sending these guys up now to shoot flame arrows at that side chariot unit. Well, the cataphracts of Prophet are trying to defend, but they're not doing so well. So you can see I'm shooting flame arrows at these side chariot units. I don't know if they run amok yet. It looks like they don't. So it looks like Prophet's setting in silver shield pikemen. I retreat all my pikemen because I don't want to get into an engagement yet. You can see here that LuKaS sends his side chariot unit, attacks this general unit, routs his general unit, and essentially he gets into a chariot on chariot engagement with Prophet's chariots. I shoot flame arrows and Prophet's chariots runs amok. And so LuKaS sends in his side chariot unit to do as much damage as he can. You can see here that he's essentially smashing into these pikemen. However, LuKaS loses a few side chariot units, you can see here, but he still has 2 left in the back, which is good. Well, I'm sending my archers to shoot at the backs of these silver shield pikemen, because pikemen are very vulnerable to missiles. Yeah, LuKaS' chariot here is basically doing basically putting these guys out of formation, and then he dies. So That's LuKas's side chariot unit. It got killed, but it did its job in slowing these guys down. Now, basically, no, all Prophet has is his pikeman, and he's basically screwed at this point. So yeah, I sent my archers on the flanks here to do some flank shots. I pull back my bronze shield a bit, though in retrospect, there's really no point in me sending these bronze shields back, because LuKaS and I basically won at this point. So you can see our archers hit these guys in the sides, and pikemen will basically die very, very easily. Now Prophet makes a charge with his side silver shield pikemen, which in my opinion he probably should have just phalanx rushed me. That is, he probably should have controlled all his dudes, clicked the move order to back up my men, and pressed the phalanx button right before engaging my dudes. But he does this, which is in my opinion something that he should not do. Anyhow, it doesn't matter at this point, because LuKaS sends his side chariot unit in, and total devastation. I mean, all the Prophet's silver shield pikemen are just decimated at this point. Yeah, a lot of silver shields, a lot of dead silver shields today. Not a very happy day to be Seleucids. They got squished by a lot of side chariots, and that's probably not a very honorable death to get killed by chariots. Anyhow, I guess that's the game. You can see my peasants are trying to get some kills. And LuKas's chariots just plow into my peasant unit. Thanks, LuKaS. My peasant unit is very proud of that. I mean, these peasants actually didn't get a lot of casualties, only one.
Victory lies in your grasp, and there is nothing the enemy can do.
I guess that's a victory for LuKaS and I. That was a pretty good play by Prophet there. He was able to successfully, at least initially protect his archers against LuKas's chariot force. So he did well in the skirmish department. Though what Prophet did at the beginning of rushing all his archers in unsupported like that, that was really risky, because if I had any light cav, I could have easily sent them against these archers that are sent up forward like that. And yeah, I think Prophet should have used more side chariots, or at least more pikemen, with a combination of cataphracts. Anyhow, that was a good play by Prophet. Very good game. Very interesting game, because you can see that LuKaS and I split our own armies in two. So I hope you enjoyed this game. I hope you subscribe. I hope you rate it. I hope you comment on it. I hope you learned something in it. And thanks for watching, everyone.